Good morning, everyone. This is Judith A. Cup. You're listening to Mad Love. Let's get into it. So here's something that's weird. And I don't know. I just didn't feel like I had anything to talk about yesterday because I forgot this. Apparently, Mitch McConnell, no one knows if he's still alive or not. And I think they're keeping it from us for political reasons because that would open up his Senate seat sooner than January. So I'm not sure if they're going to try to make us think he's still alive until January. I don't know what's going on. But apparently, someone was called, the 911 was called to his house sometime in the middle of June, and due to a cardiac arrest. And the records show that 3 days after he was taken to the hospital, his wife flew to China, which seems weird because she was something in the Trump administration and she's not that anymore, but she flew to China to try to start working out some kind of deal, which makes no sense. Would you leave your husband of 20 or 30 years if he was, in intensive care? And the man has been falling down and freezing. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what timeline we're living in. It's like nobody has any sense anymore. This is elder abuse. These people are way too old to be out here, working like this. I've lived with an octogenarian. They don't work like people in their 40s and 50s. It's okay to be able to look back at your career and be like, okay, it's time to stop. There's a reason why people retire and get second jobs that aren't as intense or just relax. And it's like, you guys have enough money. You've given yourself plenty of money. So what is it that you're trying to control other than just power and ego? And this man has been out here looking nuts, just as bad as Biden. Listen, these people in their 80s should not be sitting politicians. We need term limits and age limits ASAP. And I'm not sure why people don't want to do it, other than they just completely don't care about Americans, which has been plainly obvious. So we know why they don't want to do it. They don't care. They just passed some legislation that even if you get cancer from Roundup, which we know causes cancer, you can't sue. And they're going to keep drenching all of our food in it. And they know it causes cancer. They know the vaccine caused a lot of injuries. But they're going to keep teeing them up and giving them to people anyway, even though it doesn't really work. And it didn't work. And it harmed a lot of people. I don't know what timeline this is. It's sort of like just everybody's this sort of little evil minion. And they're out here serving themselves, and they're doing, what's best for them. Nancy Pelosi's old as dirt. Listen, she had a career that could have been admirable, except when I found out she was doing all that insider trading. And then it's like, how are they getting away with all the stuff that you and I would be in jail for sure? They're just out here doing blatantly in our faces. And like I said, this is elder abuse. If I was trying to trot my mom around like that and prop her up and make her say things and do work on her behalf, somebody would report me and I would have had to go to prison because it's abuse. It's elder abuse. So I don't know. I don't know if he's alive or not, but it's definitely something that I think should be ringing more bells and alarms for people, because they're willing to do just about anything to keep power concentrated. I mean, think about it. I think I know Dianne Feinstein was being told what to vote for at the end of her life. She was in her 90s in a wheelchair. There's also somebody who went missing, and it turns out the guy was in some sort of retirement home. Listen, these diseases affect all of these people. They can all get dementia. They can all get ALS. They can all get Parkinson's. So I'm sure many of your sitting Congress people over 80, and Mitch McConnell is the third oldest, and he's 30. And he's born. I think he's 84. Third oldest. So I'm sure many of these old people have some serious health concern that should be keeping them at home. And he's had really bad health for a while. That's crazy to me. Crazy. The other thing, I did watch the last season of The Bear. Listen, I suspect, and I think I found out confirmation I was right, they were going to do 4 seasons. The show was a hit, so they talked the creator into doing a 5th season. And you can tell, the show was essentially over last season. But if you like this cast, like I do, there's not going to be a lot of new ground covered, and there's not a lot of closure. You don't really understand what happens to everybody, especially Carmi, the lead guy. But if you like this cast and you like watching the show, you'll enjoy the last season. The cast was spectacular. Very, very, very diverse, interesting. I love when they have multiple Black characters and none of them are the same. And this show really nailed that. They had a lot of diversity. They had a lot of really good, solid actors that, really needed a show to platform them, because I'd never seen most of them before. And they did a great job. Is it riveting television season 5? No. But they do their best when they are cooking. And finally, I think you get an idea that these people are going to be okay, that some of them have actually found joy, because that was really hard. Like, to watch Carmi just self-destruct every season was really challenging. It's like, at some point, they've got to show some growth. And maybe, just maybe, these people can get happy, find some happiness, because a lot of the characters just never seemed all that happy. So while they don't, I don't think they come off happy at the end of the series, but they are happier, and they have definitely been on a journey. But that's what's weird about modern television. Now, they only did like 8 episodes a season. So coming from the way I grew up watching TV, that's really like a season and a half of a show. Things have changed so dramatically. I mean, you used to get 22 to 25 episodes a season. I mean, that just sounds like the glory days now. But I think they just decided that they don't really want to invest in shows like that anymore. Or they'll say they can't afford to. I don't know. Because like The Pit is great, but it's only like 8 or 10 episodes a season. And I think that's the standard for certain boutique type shows, non-network shows. I think network TV probably still does 20 to 25, but I don't know. I only watch Abbott Elementary. But if you like The Bear, go ahead and watch the last season. But technically, no, the last season was probably season 4, and they probably threw some money at them and got them to do a season 5, and it's not bad. It's not bad, but I felt like the show wrapped up last year. But it was good, and it's on FX and Hulu. So those are my 2 things. I don't know what's going on with Mitch McConnell, but I think this is weird. All right, everybody, happy July 7th. Take care of yourselves. Be well. And, I really feel like we are just about to see some very, very interesting stuff. I can't put my finger on it, but this is a very strange time to witness. But the good news is whatever's ending is also opening the door for some new beginnings, and we definitely need that, because things are crazy. Things are really, really nuts. All right, take care.